Hi Cancer, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. I'm going to be doing, this is a reading for Sunday, June 15th until Saturday, June 20th. Happy birthday, whoever is celebrating on the solstice, which is the 20th. I'm going to clear the energy and then we're going to get started. I'm going to go through the transits and astrological aspects and then get into the tarot. Take a nice deep breath in and release whenever you are ready. Deep breath in and release when you are ready. Last one, deep breath in through the nose and release with the sigh. I'm very excited to be here. I started to do the full moon readings for everyone, all the signs, but I didn't get to finish everyone, and because we had a crazy ass thunderstorm and the computer kept on turning on and off, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll do the readings for a weekly, instead of the full moon. I got through some, like 4 or 5 signs, but anyhow, here we are. So, like I said, this is the week for June 15th through the 21st, let's call it. So let's start off with the 15th. Intense day. It's Father's Day number 1. And as we all know what's going on with the world, shots fired. It's June 15th is gonna be intense. It's already revving up to it, but it's going to be intense because Mars in Leo is squaring Uranus and Taurus, so that's going to be intense, impulsiveness, restlessness, which is good for radical changes, but risky if you're going to be making rash decisions. The changes that you should be making, you should have been thinking about for a while, and like you can shift and move. But if it's going to be just like you're taking a risk, then definitely chaos in the world. Also, not only that square is intense, but also Jupiter in Cancer is squaring Saturn in Aries, the 3rd square of this series. They were squared before, but Saturn hadn't, but in different signs, right? Saturn was still in Pisces, and then Jupiter was in Gemini, so completely different energy. Now we have water and fire, so that's intense as well, because it's like tension between expansive aspiration and energy and then rigid restrictions with Saturn. And because Aries loves, it's all about me, mine, myself, and I, right? So this is June 15th is going to be a day. It's going to be a day that everybody around the world is going to be remembering. So, something's going to happen, but, I don't want to throw that out there. But let's all just like send, our positive, conscious, collective, beautiful energy out. So hopefully we can mitigate some of this intensity and chaos that's happening in the world and not let it disturb us and our inner balance individually. So definitely breath work, movement, exercise, hitting the fucking punching bag, whatever is going to be that makes you, that like gets aggression out of you in a healthy, balanced way. So, and then, okay, so yeah, definitely get balanced, for sure. June 17th, Mars enters Virgo, shifting from more of a bold energy to more of a detailed energy, detailed and focused energy. So, but it's prime time for routines, health plans, grounded efforts into, put into your goals, basically, But one thing to note is to avoid perfection during this time. June 18th, Jupiter squares Neptune. So basically, 15th through the 18th is going to be pretty intense. Jupiter squares Neptune in Aries. So Neptune, both Neptune and Saturn are in Aries. So like one, rigid grandfather time, who's restrictive, and then Neptune, who's like more out of this world, right? Not really. It's more Piscean energy, right? So Neptune doesn't like Aries at all. But anyways, the feminine and the masculine energy is definitely clashing here. And then there's going to be some emotional confusion versus like reality checks, so because Jupiter is the bigger planet. So, that is more potent, and it loves being in Cancer. So, so it's more feminine energy. And maybe, there's you need to breathe through this energy. Definitely ground yourself. If you can get outside, put your feet in the grass, go through and take a nature walk, be in nature if possible. That's really a good grounding energy. And then June 20th, the sun enters Cancer. So happy birthday to the Cancers that are celebrating that day. The summer solstice is in that day as well. So we move from like tension to like self-care, home life, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our home. So very big movements going on, and squares, so there's going to be a lot of chaos in the world anyways. So basically I want you to ask yourself, how can you ground yourself, your energy, and or your work that you do, in the mundane, in this world, because it's just, I would just stay out of the chaos of social media, the news, all of that, even though, like I say, it's good to be informed, but it's not good to like look at that stuff all the time, because, you're programming yourself. So, you do as you may. So there's free will. So that's the energy for the week. So I'm going to start with an angel number card and then a catalyst card. And then we'll start with the tarot and clarify and do all the good stuff, all that jazz. So I'm feeling the angel number cards first this time around. I hope you're all doing well. I know that I was able to do your full moon reading, so hopefully that was helpful for you. So we're just, Spirit, please let me be a clear channel to guide Cancer for the week of June 15th through the 20th for their best and highest good of the Cancerian collective. No negative energy here. Thank you. The gut feeling, 0440. Oh, I'm a little clumsy today. The gut feeling. It says, trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Be mindful of boundaries, as too many voices can cloud your journey. Yeah, I think that's what I was saying, like the chaos of this world. I mean, shit's already popping off right now, as today, as of last night, as of this morning, basically here in America. Bombs are being dropped across the world and stuff, and there's chaos here in America. So stay in your lane, focus on you, focus on your family, focus on your goals, focus on what you need to do, and especially to get grounded. So now we're gonna move to the catalyst card. That wanted to jump out, but it didn't. So please, just one card, Spirit, for the Cancer collective. I'm taking this one. The Vessel. Did you get this last time? I don't remember. The Vessel. Very Cancerian. the vessel, our womb, the woman, you know, if you're a male or masculine energy, our vessel, right? Our body, our human meat suit here, you know, is very special, and we need to take care of it. And we hold so much knowledge in this vessel. It's amazing. I will read this at the end. So let's get started with the tarot. I want to keep these shorter, you know, for the weeklies, because I'm like going on 40 minutes for weekly reads. It doesn't need to be that crazy. For the monthly, sure, but like weekly, you know, anyhow. Goals, right? You do what you do, but once you get into it, it's like, anyways. All right, Spirit, what you got to say to Cancer? Thank you. All right, I'll pull these this way. Yeah, so we got the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords reverse, the Ace of Swords upright. So something's coming in. A decision's gonna be having to be made, you know, which you might think that you might be indecisive about, but clarity will come in into what, just, you know, what way you need to go. So that's great. Something's coming in passionate, inspired, you know, fearless. Don't be impulsive though. You know, this is not, especially on Sundays, June the 18th through 15th through the 18th. Definitely don't be impulsive. What else do we got? So some new energy is definitely coming in, or you're taking some inspired action, which 15th through the 18th, that's a great time to do that. Instead of, you know, I'm kind of stuck here. I got to figure out a different chair because my yoga ball chair is just like, meh. Seven of Swords reverse, so some, you know, coming clean, rethinking. Maybe it's like you rethinking your approach. Maybe now you're out of, with this clarity, you're now like, and then the World reverse. So we got the Seven of Swords reversed, and then the World reverse. So yeah, there's definitely, you're having like a come to Jesus moment. Basically, you know, and you're stopping deceiving yourself. But don't take shortcuts, you know. You definitely don't. This one is like incomplete, you know, in kind of still stuck in indecision, but a choice has to be made, you know. Like, I know it's probably you're stuck, you're confused as to what choice to make, but the choice is there. So there shouldn't be any confusion. So trust your gut, trust your body, trust yourself. The choice is there, the clear choice is there, but you're just not confident in yourself to decide. Yeah. Three of Wands, yeah, reverse, and then Justice. So Three of Wands reversed, and then Justice upright. Yeah, so you want to move on. You want to get moving with this, you know, opportunity that's going to be coming in, right? A breakthrough, a new idea. Maybe it's some sort of conflict or something, you know. But you're playing. Maybe you're playing small. Maybe you're not planning enough. Maybe you're making yourself have obstacles when it's not necessary, because the choice is here. It's more your head, I think, in your mind. Maybe there's some deceptive energy, and that could be true with, you know, all of this energy. Like the social media, the media just wants to cipher our energy, right, and keep us locked into what's going on out there in the world, you know, which is like fucking chaos. So it's up to us to individually create the world we want to inhabit in the future. So with this Justice, yeah, the clarity is here. The clarity is here. You just have to be balanced and yeah, you just have to be balanced and grounded. Why is the Seven of Swords here reverse? I know the Two of Swords is just kind of not making the right choice or confused, so I'm not going to clarify that. The Hangman and the Eight of Cups reversed. So Hangman and Eight of Cups reversed. So yeah, you need to start looking at things from a different perspective, and maybe you have been trying. Maybe you're going to get a deep insight this weekend, you know, and something needs to change. Something needs to definitely be released, especially with this Eight of Cups, you know. This Eight of Cups is like super disappointed, super feeling abandoned, super lost. But it, you know, he, she, whoever is walking away from all of this, and the choice is there. You just have to make that choice and not be like this one, indecisive, you know? Yeah. Why is the Eight of Cups here? It's way too many. The star popped out. I mean, it was on top, but it's way too many. I just want one clear... Well, I got two. So the Seven of Wands. Yeah, maybe what you've been going through has been challenging. Maybe, you know, it's been like you've been wanting to fight, you know, and continue to fight about it. Maybe you've been protecting yourself and been defensive, and you're trying to maintain control of a situation. But it's clear that something new is headed your way, but you don't want to block yourself, you know. You don't want to block yourself, but by not making the choice. And then we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, so maybe you've been like living in the past, you know, and not forgiving, or not wanting to move forward, you know. Yeah, living like with nostalgia, you know. Why is the World here reverse? Thank you. Ten of Swords, reverse though. So, yeah, it feels like you need to really make a decision, and you know, once that decision is made, is like there's definitely. You've been resisting an inevitable change or an end. But once that end happens, you need to like rest and recover and recoup. Why is this Ten of Swords here? What is this about? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe it's about work. Maybe about investing time in yourself. Taurian energy. What is this Three of Wands reverse? You got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some sort of new energy that you have to come in with, you know. And there's going to have to be some hard work put into this. Whatever this is, it hasn't been about relationships, but whatever this choice that needs to be made, it needs to be made. And then there's going to be some hard work to, you know, recover and move on from it. It's going to take some work, but it's going to be okay, right? But you got to put energy into that work. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for this week, June 2? King of Wands. Yeah, overcoming your challenge. And then, oh, sorry, King of Wands, and then the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to get into more reciprocal energies. You know, it feels like you've kind of been stuck. Why is the Justice here? The Moon. Pisces energy. Yeah, maybe there has been some illusion, delusion, self-deception, you know, or somebody has been deceiving you, something like that. You know, something that you haven't wanted to be focused on, or that you haven't really been wanting to see. You know. But you're going to see clearly. There's justice here. You're going to see it clearly, and the veil will lift, and you're going to make a choice, and hopefully you make the right choice. But remember, no risky choices. You know, don't be impulsive. Don't be in that energy. Make it from, when you make the choice, make it from a grounded, heartfelt energy. So that's that. I hope that is helpful. I'm gonna pull a Moonology card. Okay, Spirit, give me, sorry, garbage truck is coming. So weird, like in LA, the garbage trucks come like every week, and then here it's, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks. So weird. Like, I don't know. Come on, Spirit, speak to me. One clear message for Cancer. Okay. This deck does not want to talk. Okay, let's move on to the wisdom of the Oracle. What do you have for Cancer? Thank you. Oh, I love it. Happy, happy. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I think once you make this decision, you're gonna be, it's gonna release you. It's gonna be this energy has been feeling stuck, like you've just been indecisive. And once you make that choice, or the veil lifts from whatever has been hiding here, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna turn a new page, and you're gonna, once the choice is made, it's just gonna be relief. So I'm happy for you for that. Let's get an angel answer card, and we'll read the vessel. What do you have for shit? Well, I'll take that one. Get more information. And maybe that's what you've been needing, right? With like the moon being here, you know, maybe that's what you've been needing is maybe you haven't been making a choice, or having, you know, you've been confused about the situation, whatever it may be, because you don't have all the information or enough information to make that final decision. So I love that. That's helpful. And then I'm going to pull an Akashic Oracle card. I swear. What do you have to say for Cancer? One clear message, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, take a chance, right? Like I said, take a chance, but like do it from a grounded and balanced place, you know? And what did I say in the full moon reading? The comfort zone is the danger zone, and I'm sticking to that. It says, take a chance. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract new results. Yeah, because you had this fool here. Where is he? You had the Page of Pentacles, and you had you know, the Eight of Cups moving on, right? So it's time to put in the work and, you know, plan for the future, because it's looking good. You just, you know, need to make the choice. Take that chance. So let me read the Vessel, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these guys short, you know, because it's just weekly. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard because the universe just wants to say something. Alexa. Alala. Lord, where is it? No. It's back here. Here it is. Excuse me, the Vessel. The body, the container, the cup. It says the vessel may be the most powerful archetype. Oh, why can't I say that right now? Archetypal. I think they spelt it wrong. Archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire. Our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families through the simple act of separation. The vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs. Savings account protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight? Too loose? Broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction. That's some leaky ass energy if that's the case. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. It's time for you to build, break, or repair. It's time for make that choice. You must find out one way or another. So that's what I have for you, my Cancerians. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, no more. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is for, like I said, if you've gotten this far, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And this is for the week of June 15th through the 20th, 21st. And happy birthday to those celebrating the 20th and 21st. All right, love you. Mwah.